Hello everyone, welcome back to the video tutorial series of the web development. I am your instructor Porshata. Let's start our remaining topic. The topics to be covered in this lecture, that is PHP and HTML and PHP decision making. Okay, so let's start with this topic. First of all, PHP and HTML. Okay, so here PHP and HTML, that means what? You can use the PHP code in HTML file and you can use the HTML code in PHP file. Okay, so here PHP is a server-side scripting language. That means a PHP script is executed on the server. Okay, as we have learned that PHP is what? Server-side scripting. The output is built on the server and the result is sent to the HTML to the client browser for rendering. As we have seen in the first lecture of the PHP, what will happen when we are going to request and when the server will reply. Okay, there are different ways to combine the PHP and HTML. So as I told you, two different ways. The first is the embedded PHP code in your HTML file itself with the .html extension. And the other option, the preferred way, is to combine the PHP and HTML tags in PHP file. Okay, we will follow the second way throughout our this PHP session. Okay, but we can combine PHP code in HTML also. But for that, you have to do some special settings, some extra settings. For example, you have to create one htaccess file, .htaccess file. In that file, you have to mention some code so that your server will execute the HTML file. Okay, that we will see in practical how we are able to execute. Now just see the PHP code in HTML file. Here, this is what a simple .html file as we are going to write. But how we can define the PHP script? You have to write it with starting angular bracket, then question mark, then PHP, and at the end question mark and closing bracket. Okay, in which you have to write this PHP code as you are writing the PHP script. So here it is written HTML, then head portion, then in title portion it is written how to put PHP in HTML. Simple example. So this will be displayed as the title of your web document, and in body section we have written echo hello student. So echo is a what? A output string which will display the statement on your Windows screen, and PHP then again echo, this message is from the server side. Okay, you can combine these two statements at the same time, or you can use as many as PHP script in your HTML file. Okay, and here whenever you are going to execute, you will get the output hello students. This message is from the server side. So this is the first way that we are embedding the PHP code in HTML file, that we will see in practical. Now next is what? HTML code in PHP file. Okay, and this is easiest way and preferred way. So we have to use this HTML code in PHP file. So here you can see the PHP scripting is there. Then I have declared one variable, $name is equal to video tutorial. Then echo. Here I have used H1 tag. That means heading tag. So whatever the HTML tag you want to use, you should have to combine in echo statement. Okay, you cannot directly write you like in HTML. You should have to combine in echo statement. So here H1 hello user, then end of the H1 tag, then again another paragraph tag. Welcome to, here I have declared variable. So we are accessing this video tutorial. So it will give the output welcome to video tutorial. Then echo, I have just taken example how to use the bold tag, italic tag, etc. So bold later, then you can use the horizontal rule, you can use the break, then italic. So here it will give the output hello user in H1. because we have used it as a heading. Then next is what? Welcome to video tutorial. So here the concept of the variable, how we are going to access the variable that we have defined above. Then next, here it is bold-rated. Then HR, that means horizontal rule. Then break, that means it will be displayed in the new line. Break, one blank line will be there. Then italic later. So like this way, you can combine this HTML code in PHP 5. Okay. Now let's see PHP decision making. Okay, all of you aware about this decision making statement? Decision making statement, that means whenever you want true or false for any output. For example, if day is Sunday, then it is holiday, otherwise it is a working day. So if you want such type of output at that time, you can use this PH decision making statement. This decision-making statement is available in each and every languages. So here there are basically four types of decision-making statement, which are if statement, if else, if else, then switch statement. Here if else if, that means else if later also you can say. Okay, so this concept you learn from the C language. So we will not take much time in this. Just we go through this. So let's see if statement. So if the condition is true, then the statement will be executed, otherwise nothing will happen. So here you can see if condition, if true, then it execute this code. So in this example, you can see $x is equal to 12. If $x, that means if a variable is greater than 0, then it will print the number is positive number. Otherwise, do nothing. So that is what if statement. Now next is if else statement. So here if else statement, that means if a condition will hold, for example true, then the block of the code within if will be executed, and if the condition is false, then the block of the code within else will be executed. Okay, so if condition is true, then this will be executed, and if it is false, then this will be executed. And here you can see here I just use Ecobia because in my practical I have combined each and every decisions at the same in the same file. Here echo if else just so it just display it as a if else. Now $x is equal to -12. That means if $x greater than 0, the number is positive. But here our condition is false. So if condition is false, it will display echo the number is negative. So our output will be the number is negative. Now next, if else statement, or you can say else if later. This allows us to use the multiple if-else statement. We use this when there are multiple conditions of true cases. Okay, so if condition, if true, then execute this. Else if true, then execute this. So likewise, there are multiple true conditions, then you can use this else if later. And if any false statement is there, then you can execute this else code. So let's see the output for this. Here I have given if first I have declared variable in which I have given the August. Okay, so if $x is equal to January, echo Happy Republic Day. And if $x is equal to August, then it will print Happy Independence Day. Okay, so if here, if August or January will be there, then it will display the true condition, and it will execute the true condition, and according to that it will display the output. And now if it is false, it will show that nothing to show. So here we have defined August, so it will execute this statement Happy Independence Day. So here in output you can see here it is Happy Independence Day. Now next is a switch statement. So the switch performs in various cases. For example, it has various cases to which it match. Here you can also use switch statement for else if later, because there are so many true conditions is there. So for that true condition, you can make the cases, and that cases you can combine in switch case, and you can use the switch statement. Now, to use the switch, we need to get familiar with two different keywords, as all of you are familiar with this, that is break and default. Okay, so break statement is used to stop the automatic control flow into the next cases and exist from the switch case. And default statement contains the code that would be executed if none of case will match. Okay, so break, that means what? If any condition will true, then you have to execute the statement in that particular case, and you have to stop the switch case. Okay, at that time you can use the break statement. The next is default. If no any match is there for any of the cases that is defined in switch, at that time you can use the default statement. Okay, so here you can see the syntax switch, and so here we have to pass this number as a switch cases. Case statement 1, then code to be executed if n is equal to statement 1. Same way, case statement 2, code to be executed if n is equal to statement 2. So likewise, it will check for each and every cases that you have defined. And if no matches will be there, then default statement will be executed, code to be executed if n is not equal to any case. Okay, so let's see the example for this. Here echo switch statement, just it will display it as a switch statement. $n is equal to February. Now switch $n. Okay, so case January, echo it's January, then break. So here you can see if our case will match to this, then we have to display it's January and we have to break the switch statement. Okay, so if we will not write break, it will execute each and every statement from this case where match will be start. Okay, so here our case is what? February. So it will match with this case February, echo it's February and break. So it just will display it's February. If I have written anything else except this cases that from January to July, then it will display doesn't exist. Okay, so like this way we can execute the decision statement, decision conditions in PHP. Now let's see the example. Now, let's see our first topic, that is PHP in HTML and HTML in PHP. Okay, so we have taken the example in slide. Same example is written over here. Here, this is the basic HTML file in which I have created two statements, that is two code for PHP. PHP echo hello students, then PHP echo this message is from the server side. Okay, so if you will execute it directly, you will not get any output. Why is it so? Because we have written a PHP code, that's why. Okay, because we have written PHP code, that's why. And here, suppose you have written uh, H1 hello. Okay, so whenever you will execute as a HTML file, it will print just hello. It will not execute the PHP code. So for that purpose, what you have to do? Okay, so you have to make one .htaccess file. How you are able to execute the, how you are able to make this file? You have to create one text document in which you have to save it as a .htaccess. Okay, and for the file extension, you have to select the all files. Okay, so like this way, let's see. Okay, here you have to select this text document and you have to open it. Just a second, it will take time. Okay, Okay, you have to open it. Then here you have to save it. Here you have to select all files, and here you have to give the name as .htaccess, like this way, because it is already exits, that's why it is showing like this. Clear? Now when this file is created, you just have to close this file. Okay, you just have to close this file, and you have to copy paste this file in the www directory where your practical is saved. Okay, so my practical is saved here. Here you can see, just I am opening practical, so you will get, here you can see in www folder I have PHP practicals folder, and here you have to paste .htaccess file. Okay, now in .htaccess file you have to open it with Notepad. Now what you have to write, you have to write this statement: edit type application x dash http d dash php .htm and .html. Then you have to save it, and you have to restart the services of the web server. Okay, then only you are able to execute the PHP code in HTML file. Okay, so here I have also given the name, that is PHP in HTML.html. Now, how to execute this file? You have to start the web server, and from the web server, you have to open this. Okay, localhost, in which you have defined one folder, whatever the name you have given. So PHP practical, and here this file is there, that PHP in HTML dot HTML. Now you can click on this, it will execute all this statement. If I will execute it as a HTML, it will display just this hello. But if I will execute it with WAMP server, then it will give all the output, because PHP is a server-side scripting language. So it will execute through server only. Now, got it? How we are able to execute the PHP code in HTML file. Now, let's see the HTML code in PHP file. This is the preferred way to use the HTML code in PHP file. That means preferred way to combine HTML and PHP. Okay, now here you can see I have declared just one variable, $name is equal to video tutorial. Then I have displayed these three statement echo. Here I have written h1, that is hello user. That means it will be displayed in heading 1. Paragraph, welcome to $name. So it will display video tutorial, and it will display bold later, and this will display italic later. So like this way you can combine. So again you have to go in the local host. Okay, and here just go back, and from our file is what, test.php. So you just select it, it will display this output. Clear? Now next we have seen the decision making statement. So let's see. Okay, so I have used each and every statement in the same file. Here you can see this is the if condition. So here $x is equal to 12, that is written, and if it is greater than 0, then it will print the number is positive. Same way for the else, it is written if $x greater than 0, echo the number is positive, else the number is negative. Here I have used the same variable, so now value of the x will be minus 12, so it is overlapping this value. Okay, it doesn't matter, because we don't want this value anymore, so it is fine, or you can use any other variable also. Same way for the if else if statement. So here you can see $x is equal to August, echo break, so it will display it in new line. Then echo if else if bold br, if $x is equal to January, echo Happy Republic Day. or else if $x is equal to August, then happy Independence Day. Else it will print nothing. Here I have used this August and January. But for suppose I am just using AST something else, so it will display the nothing to show. Now for the switch statement, here you can see I have used the numbers of case statement, $n, January, February, March up to July. So according to this value, it will match this case. If any case will be matched, then it will display the output accordingly. So here it will display its February. And here I have written anything else, then it will display doesn't exist. Okay, so just save it because I have changed here. So just save this file. Our file is what? Decision in php.php. So from the server, from the local host, you have to select this decision in php.php. So select this file, it will display this output. Okay, for if condition, the number is positive because where we have written x is equal to 12. And for if else, the number is negative because there we have written x is equal to minus 12. And for if else if, I have just changed August here in front of August, I have just written AST. So it is displaying nothing to show. Then next switch statement, as a variable is defined as a February, so it will display this, it's February. Got it? So like this way you can use this decision making statement in the PHP. So summary of this lecture, we have learned about the PHP and HTML and how we are able to execute the HTML code in PHP and PHP code in HTML. Then we have learned about the PHP decision making, in which we have learned if statement, if else statement, else if later, and then switch statement. In next session, we will learn about the looping statement. Okay, so thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.